Kevin Hart is facing backlash. Mom Donnie cuts New York City's debt to zero, and Queen Latifah is set to join The Voice. All of this and more on today's episode of IFC News.
Weatherman with that money, I make it rain on 'em. Weatherman with that paper, I make it rain on 'em.
I'm Najee Rain.
I'm Shamika Sanders.
And I'm your weatherman, Jim.
Today is Thursday, May 14, 2026. Welcome to IFC News.
Well, hey gang, how's it going? I didn't see y'all on Monday. Shout out to JB for holding it down. She
Yeah,
did an
love you,
amazing
JB.
job.
Thank you
Love
so much.
She's
By
not here
yourself,
right
on your own too with Jim.
now. Okay.
Did that.
Held
Body.
it down. Girl power. Kevin Hart is facing backlash from the family of George Floyd for allowing a sensitive. Sorry, y'all, my thoughts were coming out there. Let me just read what it says, okay? A sensitive joke to be aired on his recent special. The roast of Kevin Hart aired on Netflix and featured a joke from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us, laughing so hard he can't breathe. Hinchcliffe said, "This isn't the first time Hinchcliffe made a joke referencing Floyd in the 2024 roast of Tom Brady. He also took a jab using the victim's name." Floyd's foundation said in a statement they felt Hart should have told Hinchcliffe to avoid the topic altogether. Several internet users have also criticized both comedians.
Interesting.
That was just one of many terrible jokes.
And it was a roast, so it's like, and there's a thing called freedom of speech, and these are comedians, and this is where things go left a lot of time. I mean, yeah, maybe his statement might have been wild, but how are you blaming Kevin Hart for a statement that another person has made?
Yeah, well, Kevin Hart has honestly faced this criticism before. I feel like people are always accuse him of kind of like not selling his soul, I don't want to say it like that, but like just doing anything for money. Like they're like, you don't say no to a role. You don't say no to like.
But who are they when they don't have nothing going on in their life?
I
So
mean,
who are you to say a person don't say no to a? Why the fuck should he say no to a role if there's money attached to it? That's what the world is about, to make a dollar.
I mean, well, it could be that, or you could be like, I won't do it.
I mean,
Or
why?
I won't do
Why?
everything for money.
Why?
Because I wouldn't
Why?
do everything for money. If it compromises my integrity and things I believe in, I'm not doing
But
it.
do you think him taking roles is compromising his integrity?
Now that is a fair argument. I don't know.
Why?
I
It's all
think
artistic
that-
value. He's an actor.
Yeah, I think Kevin, he has very interesting movies.
what-
I
Are
think they're
comedians
funny.
acting though?
What role do you think? What role do you think he shouldn't have took that compromised who he is?
I don't feel like any role he's taken has like compromised who he is. I enjoy Kevin Hart's comedy. Him as a person, okay, but I really do enjoy his comedy. I think he's really funny. I think in this instance, this is what people are talking about,
Do you ever feel like
things that are
somebody will look at
compromising.
you and be like, you as a person? Yeah, okay.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, but that's why
It's
we're
all-
here.
It's all opinionated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why we're here to talk about it. But as a Gemini, not operating duality, I can respect him as an entertainer, but think that some things that he may, do don't sit right with me. But in this instance, for his comedy special, a lot of the jokes I felt like I was laughing at first, but then after a while, it was like, all right, enough with the jokes. And the Hinchcliffe guy, he said actually a couple of things that I was like, this is side eye. I thought it was a little.
Have you watched roast
Yes.
for the past 30 years?
Yes, I have.
The roast would be way worse than it was at
I
Kevin
don't know
Hart's.
if it was worse.
What roast are you watching?
I watched Tom
roasting
Brady's.
presidents. They've been roasting actors. They've been roasting comedians. They've been roasting sports people. They've been roasting athletes for years. It's not like one thing.
Yeah.
They got hundreds of people they roast.
Facts.
Comedy is way more vulgar. It used to be way more vulgar than it is now. This is a fact. Things that you can
Yeah, I
say can
agree
get
with
you
that.
canceled. So I'm just trying to find out, why are you so mad at these people and these comedians and Kevin Hart?
Well, I'm not that mad. But people are mad. I thought it was kind of corny. I thought he could have had more black comedians on the roast,
Could have.
which I definitely think would have alleviated a lot of this, because as we've said, like the white comedians went up there and the first things they went after are low-hanging fruit, which are the black jokes. And listen, I appreciate a black joke.
Was this
I think it's
was
funny.
this his birthday event?
No,
No, it
it's
was
in the
like
summer, I
Mother's
think.
Day. They kept saying Happy Mother's Day. I mean, it aired on Mother's Day. So I think he's just reached that point in his life where now he can get roasted. Because it it's an acclaimed position to be in where Netflix is like, we're gonna roast you. The last one was Tom Brady, and they went hard on Tom
But
Brady.
it's not about Netflix. This is not a new thing. You're saying it like Netflix. Like, this has been going on since I've been a baby.
Yeah, no, well, Netflix aside, I'm saying that it's an accomplishment for people to roast you because that puts you on
But it is
that type of
all-
platform.
We should have something called toast where we bring people and we're nice to them.
It takes away from the jokes.
The jokes are funny though. Roasts
And we do
are.
affirmation.
You ever
Roasts
been in
are
the hood
supposed to
and
be
they talk
tough.
about your mother?
Huh?
You ever been in the hood and they talk about your mother?
Please. Jim.
Well,
And they say
toast.
your mother is fat as the earth
thank
without
God
a
for the
diet. So
journey.
they
well, when I was a
Attitude
kid,
is
they
just
definitely
plus.
did roast each other like that. But
Attitude is a must.
your
That
mother
wasn't-
suck dick.
okay.
I gotta tune it out
Yes.
because
But,
what the fuck?
And that would cause a fight. Okay.
But on a serious note, though, I feel like the main topic should be the fact that it was insensitive and then the repetition of the insensitivity. And I feel like that is the main topic that we should be focusing on. Forget. And if you want to talk about Kevin Hart, and then as soon as you bring up Kevin Hart and the white people and the money, that's what it is. He has them there. That's his new friends. He's elevated. He's there. Okay, though that's who he's brought there. They're disrespecting him. It's his roast. That's what they're there to do. They roast him. They roasted him. Got it.
They did.
My question is why aren't the jokes funny?
That's the thing. It was low hanging fruit. They
Now
went for
that-
like George
now,
Floyd.
That you can say.
Why aren't the jokes funny?
Now that you can
Why
say.
aren't the jokes funny? Why wasn't the joke funny? Why wasn't your joke funny? Why y'all don't have no talent and y'all racist?
Well, and isn't it?
Why?
Don't they have
Like,
people writing the jokes for
Give
them?
me something.
And then they
Make
choose
the
the
joke
joke?
funny,
Do they have
right?
people? They have people
Make
writing
the
jokes for
hard
them,
R's
right?
But that's
laugh.
why you got people like Cheryl Underwood who came
Bugging.
on, who
And she
came on
definitely-
and
yeah.
set the record straight, and she actually is one of the more funnier people there. So
She was.
It's needed.
The jokes just wasn't funny. I feel like the jokes was funny. We could have a conversation. Nothing to talk about because the jokes aren't funny. With that being said, this is funny because an Atlanta man named Kelvin Evans has been found guilty for stealing unreleased music from Beyonce. Evans pled guilty to stealing the superstar's items, including her hard drive from her vehicle, and was arrested in 2025. He was served 2 years in jail for the crime. I think that he deserves more. Because why did you think he was gonna get away with that? Like that should be like
But he didn't
premeditated
give-
dumb
he didn't give
shit.
them
Like
back the music though.
what? He thought he did. He didn't give it back?
No, I don't.
That's
believe
not
he-
like a
Wait.
part of the sentence.
Wait. She lost her music permanently?
He never gave the music back. I don't believe that's why he got the sentence.
Wow.
Wow.
But don't quote me. We
So
can do
he's
some
the only one who heard
We
it?
can do some fact check. You heard? But I don't believe that they ever received the music back.
See, that wasn't that
Let's
funny,
get some
right?
fact-
That
let's
was.
get some fact- let's get some fact checks though.
Okay.
I'm not the almanac, but
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking.
Then it really isn't enough time then. Because like
Yeah.
you gotta like however long it took her to record the hard drive, he has to get that times 2.
Or like the terabyte.
Like who's in there locking these people up? Who's in charge?
But
I
like-
can't believe I didn't go to law school for y'all to be doing this. I
And
was gonna go to
why
law
would
school,
you
I was
do
gonna
that?
do the whole judge thing. Do I need to go?
Beyonce.
Don't let me have to go.
It's Beyonce too. Like,
Like,
once you
why
realize
is he getting locked up for 2 years?
You
This
have
is a
Beyonce
crime. You have stolen from the queen.
the queen.
So you think that 2 years is not worth it to have a hard drive full of Beyonce's music, if that is so?
2 years in jail.
And,
Or like think about it.
That's
It's Beyonce. She's a billionaire, whatever she is, right? She's married to Jay-Z. She got all this money. You think that you just stole this time from a billionaire? You're getting 2 years? Nah.
Not from a
It's almost like
billionaire.
booking her.
Stole the time
You
from the
booked her,
people.
like you
Whatever
booked
the
her,
girl-
like
Yeah.
no, whatever
Because
the
we're
time,
gonna- the
however long
beehive.
it would take you to book her, you
stole
gotta
that
go to
from
jail
the
for that long.
ladies. He took that
You gotta
from
go to
the
jail for that long.
ladies.
Just put him like in
No.
a room with the
Back-
beehive.
pack
and just
him
let
up.
us.
Pack him up. Minimum.
How dare you?
15,000
Because
eons.
this is a royal crime. This is a
Like, are you
crime
kidding me? You stole
against-
from the queen?
Royal
First
Like,
time you're hearing about this?
nah. I saw a couple posts about it. I saw a
about to
couple
say.
posts about it.
I just
First
if I-
time I'm talking about it though.
I know, and it's crazy though. Like when you look in the bag and realize it's Beyonce stuff, you don't be like, "Oh my God, let me
Like
give
that's
this back."
it's more
Beyonce.
evil. Like you see a wallet, right? You open a wallet, you don't know the person. You see a wallet, it's Beyonce's wallet. You're still in it.
Like you're gonna be like,
You
"No, this
go
is Beyonce."
like you're definitely getting a worse sentence now. No,
Exactly.
that's
I'm
not
gonna
okay.
give it back.
It's not okay.
Okay.
You have to give the wallet
So I
back.
lost a lot of money in the airport not too long ago.
How? What? A bag?
More than $5,000. I won't tell you the exact amount.
Jimothy.
So
Where-
nobody chose to give it back to me, right?
Well,
I didn't get that back.
you know the economy?
So the other day, I was pissed. The other day I was in the airport.
There's no way, Jim.
And a white man taps me on the shoulder and says, "You dropped this." It was $50 that I dropped in my pocket. I wanted to tell him keep it. Because I want to know where's the rest of the money that I dropped the other day at and why they didn't bring that back to me.
Well, did you drop it and leave? Did you leave it or did you drop it?
It's gone.
Well, I'm
Nah,
saying leaving it
Jim.
is different.
That's not what
No,
she
I
asked.
dropped it. It somehow dropped out of my. It was a terrible day in the airport.
Oh, was that one? Oh man, that is tough,
Jim,
though.
that is a crime. There's cameras in the airport.
I did all that.
Oh, did you? They said no.
And I still had to catch a flight. It's all good.
But you know what? Hopefully
Jim.
someone really needed that.
I believe they did, or they had a good time partying. Either one.
It made them, I'm sure you made someone's day.
Their life, man.
You paid somebody's rent.
Somebody got BBL.
That is BBL money.
Somebody got BBL.
That's
crazy.
BBL money.
BBL money is, if somebody got a BBL,
Somebody got
off my
BBL
mistake
off
is
your
wild.
mistake,
If I
bro.
find $5,000 right now, that is Jesus telling me, here's the BBL you've been asking for.
This is crazy. This is
Here
crazy.
it is. Thank you. Damn, why wasn't I behind Jim Jones in the airport?
Yo,
Jim?
bro.
Okay. Speaking of a lot of money, media mogul Byron Allen has bought $120 million majority stake in BuzzFeed. Allen is set to take over as CEO of the company after acquiring the media brand. BuzzFeed's co-founder Jonah Peretti is set to step down as CEO after 20 years in the position and will now serve as BuzzFeed's president of AI. That just feels really...
Yo, this man, Byron Allen, is so fucking dope.
And he's so rich. Like,
You're
wow.
rich, but you gotta watch the patterns and the things that he's been acquiring and what he does for
Yeah.
the black community, how he stands up and shows people how to really get to this bag. Now, what we need him to do, because he owns the Weather show.
Yeah, look, he owns,
the
real
Weather
quick,
Cha-
he
he owns the
owns,
Weather
Allen
Channel.
Media Group owns a conglomerate of media platforms, including the Weather Channel and local TV stations.
So what we need to do is, I hope somebody show you this clip. We would love to sit down with you because we have a weather station here. We have a news station here, and maybe we could, somebody hit Byron for us. Tell him we need to speak to him at the IFC News. Black owned.
I love that pig. That was great. News pig, great.
I was trying to make eye contact so he know we mean business.
Oh, okay. Ray was trying to be serious. I was like,
She was locked in.
Hey, yo, OD, like, hey, like, call us. Call us.
that's
Thank you.
right.
Yo, man, legend shit. Queen Latifah is set to become a vocal coach on the 30th season of The Voice. The hip-hop legend is joining Riley Green, Kelly Clarkson, and Adam Levine as a host of the upcoming season, ready to air this fall. Queen Latifah is also expected to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the Early Influence Award this fall. She is iconic.
Queen can do no wrong.
Oh
Queen
my
Latifah.
gosh,
I love
like
Queen Latifah.
living legends.
Who could not love Queen Latifah?
Bro.
I got to direct.
Losers.
Me and JB actually got to direct. We did the movie Juice Over.
Oh, yeah.
For DJ Drama, and he was able to get all the actors and Queen Latifah to participate in this recreation of Juice that me and JB directed and produced.
I remember that. That was
And
a
she
big
was
moment.
super dope. You heard?
She's
Like just
awesome.
just
That
whole energy
versatile
vibe,
matchup.
talking, giving advice. Like
Yeah.
shout out to Queen. You deserve everything you've gotten and everything you're gonna get, baby girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're awesome. We
Super
love
dope.
you.
Yeah, it's definitely that effervescent energy. Like, she embodies that.
Strong black woman too, you know?
Yes, we love you, Queen.
That's my boo.
Inflation has jumped to its highest level in 3 years. The rise in prices last month are a result of the global oil shock. Gasoline prices rose 5% in cost in April compared to March, and airline fares climbed 2.8%. Inflation has accelerated in the months following the start of the war in Iran.
Yep.
We've been talking about it.
No, we all knew that was gonna
Yeah.
happen. Pretty soon the war will be over and inflation will still be up and everybody loses. But this is what war is for these reasons exactly. For inflation, for money to be made, for rich people to make more money, keep them richer. You know.
Especially Trump, playing right into his agenda. Anyway, More
War has always
politics.
been a trick of our government and the presidents throughout the years. It's
Yeah.
just what happens. There's no way around it.
Well, war was, I mean, I remember when wars were used to create jobs and bring in money and, you know, like wartime presidency. That was a thing.
It still
So,
does that.
Yeah.
It still creates jobs because there's so many things that's needed for war. So that's the thing about the war and like the gold rush. The people didn't get rich off getting the gold.
Mm-hmm.
The people got rich off providing people with the tools and the supplies that they needed to mine the gold. The same thing with war. And, you know what I mean? People
Yeah.
don't get rich off the actual war of killing each other. They get rich off of everything that's needed to
That's
provide
needed, yeah.
for war. That's why they incite these wars on both sides. You know what I mean? And, but we don't got to get deep because it's not a political show.
You know they be in the comments talking about us.
OD, like, come on.
They don't like it.
In more politics, Mayor Zohran Mamdani has announced New York City has balanced their budget. The city was facing a $12 billion deficit, but Mamdani's administration was able to balance it with the help of new revenue, state support, and belt tightening.
Nice.
The plan closes budget gaps without raising property taxes, cutting services, or tapping into the budget reserve.
Oh, so we at zero.
So
We're out the red, that's all I know.
Is we at zero.
All I know is that we're out
And
the
if
red.
you go downtown and you see the deficit rolling like the seconds
you
of the
know
day.
what?
I don't understand that.
I definitely would need to like be
So
advised more on this.
all the mayors that we've been alive for have never ever been able to.
So that was actually where I was
balance out
going
this
to go.
budget.
Because I'm just like, either they have been so corrupt, and literally Mamdani has done more in his 6 months in office than
than the past 100 years.
You know, I don't know though, but
So we at zero.
I love where we are.
So we at zero.
I hope it's all,
and everything in New York is so high.
I need a actual like someone who knows exactly about budgets
So
and
we out the
deficits
red.
and things to like tell us.
New
Because
York,
I can't.
New
answer
York is
that.
out the red.
Listen.
We don't owe nobody nothing.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna front like I know.
But they owe us reparations.
Okay. Well, speaking of mayors, a Southern California mayor has pled guilty to acting as an illegal agent for the Chinese government. Eileen Wang, the mayor of Arcadia, has resigned and was charged in April with one count of acting in the United States as an illegal agent of a foreign government. Wang was elected in November of 2022. So this is like not fake.
I just
This is
feel
in
like-
Trump's mind, right?
That could be a sticky
This is like the racial equivalent of like claiming you were sexually assaulted. Like you're messing it up for everybody. Like you're messing it up for the real victims of stereotypes. Because why would you come here and do
That's
this?
wild.
Like I'm just like now everybody's a suspect. Like
And you got
now
elected,
once
though.
again, like we already have these issues, and it's like that's what they come here and they
not
corrupt
even that, she
our country. Like you ran,
She was elected.
you got elected. Like damn, like we sleep.
How'd they catch her?
She was a spy.
Knee
She was
slapper.
basically a spy.
They got
That's what
us.
That's what they're trying to say she was a
Is
spy.
espionage going on?
That's what they're trying to
Pretty
say.
much. She's not supposed to be here, man. She's illegal. She's a legal agent.
She's an illegal agent.
That charge could carry some time,
She's a
I believe.
spy.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in this administration.
Yeah.
Child.
She's a spy.
Trump about to blame the whole war on her.
She's a spy.
It's crazy. Espionage is wild.
Spy in 2026.
Real 007.
For me, it's just like, how long did she live here?
Real Jason Bourne. I feel
There's
like
so many things I need to know. Her
Right?
name, Eileen Wang. Nah, I'm doing research. We'll talk about this on the next episode of IFC.
We're gonna be back with
We're gonna
more information
circle,
about Eileen
I'm gonna circle
Wang.
back. I'm gonna circle
Wang.
back.
I'm thinking Alexander Wang, Eileen
No,
Wang.
it could be wrong. It could
she
be
sound
Wang
like
or
she
whatever
got
it
a
is.
designer
She's
name.
a spy. Like this is crazy, guys.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
her name is nice. Though.
Stand up
Got a-
in California.
got a
Pay
ring to it.
attention. This should never happen in New York City.
'Cause we're at
We
zero
knew something was wrong with
deficit.
Eric Adams.
We don't owe nobody.
This is
nothing.
Yeah,
crazy.
we don't owe nobody. We zero over here.
Okay.
We out the red.
Up
Nah,
next-
we out the red. Please, Jim.
Up next on IFC, we check in with Courtney Tate about a few things going on in the world of sports.
Let's go next.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
That, yup.
Yeah,
Let's
facts.
go.
Thank you, Sham. NFL fans, go ahead and come to the front because the NFL schedule is set to release on Thursday, May 15th, and some of these matchups already have leaked out. But we love a good preview, right? Because who can be mad at understanding what's about to happen, which is going to be massive at the start of the NFL season. So the full NFL schedule again drops Thursday night, but we have already seen a few things that fans are going to be so excited about. First of all, the NFL is going global in a major way. 9 international games this season. That is insane. 4 continents, what this NFL league will touch, and some huge matchups that are going to bring all of the fans around the world together, including the first ever regular season game in Australia. Rams versus 49ers in Melbourne. This is crazy. This is exactly what the fans want to see. So we've also got Cowboys versus Ravens in Brazil. We've got the Steelers versus the Saints in Paris. We've got the Patriots versus the Lions in Germany. And the 49ers going back overseas again later in the year for a Mexico City matchup against Minnesota. Now, the NFL really is trying to turn this game into a worldwide event. And honestly, it's really working. Primetime matchups now as far as a big time teams like the Giants and Cowboys set for week 1 on Sunday Night Football. You also have the Chiefs opener on Monday night, opening up Monday Night Football against Denver. And then you have the defending champion, the Seahawks. They will host this season opener on a Wednesday night of all nights, which still feels kind of wild to me to say. But of course, we welcome all things changing. We welcome all things evolving in the NFL league. Now, we can't forget about the Thanksgiving and the holiday games. Of course, the NFL is loading up the holidays too. So we have Cowboys versus Eagles on Thanksgiving Day. Oh my gosh, I can already see it now. This is going to feed families for the rest of the season. The arguments that are happening at that table between those two fan bases will be immaculate. Christmas Day also features a triple header again this season. So yes, basically the NFL said we are owning the calendar coming up pretty soon. But while football fans are planning their fall, the NBA playoffs are also getting real serious right about now. So let's talk about it. In the playoffs, we have already been deep into it right now. We are setting up for some conference finals matchups. And in the semifinals, we've already had 2 teams completely punch their way with a 4-game sweep into the conference final championship. So New York Knicks in the East. Knicks really shocking the world right now. Oklahoma City Thunder out west, of course, not shocking to anybody. They have done the work for the past couple of seasons. This team is a well-oiled machine, but the Thunder, they just really dominated the Lakers. It wasn't even a close series. And at this point, they look like a machine that just keeps on shooting. Their defense, their discipline, everything is clicking right now for Oklahoma City right when they needed to. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he continues to look like a superstar. He continues to look like he is built for the moment. But we cannot stop talking about the Lakers before we mention LeBron. Okay, first of all, not too much on him. If you're hating on him for taking a semifinals loss, I'm gonna let you guys know. A lot of you guys are saying he's washed. This conversation, of course, he's 41 years old, man. You have to keep that into mind when you're talking about pretty much the GOAT. Okay. So honestly, we knew the Lakers were not coming out of a 7-game series against Oklahoma City. We also can probably, a lot of fans are also inferring whether or not LeBron might have wanted this to happen. Maybe he knew that. So maybe, the shorter amount of games, the less wear and tear on his body, who knows? But the King has nothing left to prove to anybody. So what I say is go home, rest up well. Hopefully we'll see you next season and the season after that, but we don't know. So that's really what we need to focus on right now in terms of LeBron James. But let's talk about this Spurs and Minnesota series. The Spurs versus the Timberwolves. San Antonio leads the series right now 3-2 after absolutely destroying Minnesota in game 5. And let's talk about Wemby for just a moment right now, because after getting ejected in game 4, then you have to see him come back out. You have to think, I wonder how he's going to respond to that. Well, he responded with 27 points and 17 rebounds, 5 assists. Okay. That is a man that's on a revenge seeking situation. Okay. The funniest part about that ejection, though, in game 4, though, that really had me tickled, is Wemby literally just plays for the love of basketball. Like, I don't even think he really knows what's actually going on out there, because when he got called for the flagrant 2, he asked Harrison Barnes, who obviously is on Minnesota, like, what does that mean? Harrison clearly told him in his ear that he's ejected. He looked back, he's like, I'm ejected. And he's like, all right, cool. Well, he just kind of took it on the chin. He confidently nodded and he was just out of there. But Minnesota definitely woke up a monster, of course, again, in that game 4 win for them. That definitely woke up Wemby. That is a tough situation to be in if you're Minnesota now, because now you're fighting to keep your season alive. You're in a win or go home situation. The winner of this semifinals matchup will obviously advance to go face the Thunder. So right now, it looks like the Knicks are rolling. They swept past Philly 4-0 as well. They were the first team to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, first team in a conference final championship in the entire NBA playoffs. Jalen Brunson has been absolutely incredible. Karl Anthony Towns is playing with more confidence than we've seen him play with in a long time. This team really looks like they believe they can win a title. Oh my gosh. And you know what's crazy? It has been so funny on TikTok seeing New York fans saying what the city would look like if New York wins a championship. But we also can't forget about this Detroit and Cleveland series. The home team has won every game in this series so far. So right now it's looking like this is the closest, most competitive series that we've seen so far. And you have Donovan Mitchell coming off a game 4, but he dropped nearly 39 second half points. I'll say this again. Donovan Mitchell dropped 39 second half points. That's insane. So now we're about to find out who really wants control of this series. Get ready for just way more competitive matchups here for the NBA Finals. Get ready for the NFL season. It is on the way. Go ahead and start getting your tickets on Ticketmaster. The season is right around the corner. Ladies, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Courtney, for that update in the sports world. Go Knicks, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's go. Can't wait to see who we sweep next. And now for our feel-good story of the day.
Celebrities were giving back all Mother's Day weekend. Little Baby celebrated with his Mrs. Trendsetter flower giveaway in Atlanta. I love flowers, so this one was super cute. The community-focused event allowed for young children to create bouquets and handwritten cards for their mothers. Baby wasn't the only person giving back. Lotto, who is also pregnant with her first child, held an event for her foundation. Big Mama Day gifted over 150 moms-to-be with strollers, diapers, and more. The rapper partnered with brands like Dove, Adidas, and Pampers to give to the moms. Shout out to all the celebrities giving back to the moms over the weekend. So Mother's Day was Mother's Day. Mother's Day should be every day, okay? I want a spa, a bouquet, and gifts every day. But no, I love to see this because that's what makes it special, that is once a year. So shout out to these celebrities for, doing it. Little Baby loves giving back. I love that for him.
Yeah, I feel like I always see both of them showing love, especially in their cities. They from Atlanta, they always showing out. And I feel like hardworking moms are everywhere, and they definitely deserve the love. So I love to see that. Keep it up. Every celebrity should be having that going on.
All right, up next we have your favorite weatherman, Jim Jones, to let us know what's going on with the weather this midweek.
Let the good times roll, baby. I am back. Weatherman Jim, Drip Report, where I teach you how to get dressed for the weather, simple and plain. And when it comes to the weather, I got you covered like the candy coated on the apple. Bow, caught you with that one. Now, before we get into the weather, let's get into some drip. Good pair of Air Force Ones, good green and white thing, Celtic green, good pair of cargos, one man. Japanese designer Mike Rivera made these. Good Pradios belt, green. A good Prada denim jacket. Mazda bussin, water. The set hat. I had the green Prada hat to match that, but this is a green screen and was gonna mix colors if you know anything about production. But so I threw the set hat on. Good VL frames, But now let's get into some weather. Show you what's busting out here. Thursday, New York City. Let it rain, clear it out. Let it rain, clear it out. Yeah, it's nothing but rain. You heard? I ain't got too much for you. 64, drop it down to the 50s, high 50s, whatever. It's raining. It's a wash for the weekend. Friday, the same thing. 67, drop it down to the 50s. Let it rain, clear it out. Try to stay dry, try to stay hot. That's all I got for you on that today. But let's see what's going on in other areas, climates, and terrains. Let's start with the West Coast. Yay, Los Angeles. They're gonna be in the 70s, drop it down to the 50s. Keep a hoodie with you, maybe a jacket. It's gonna be nice in the daytime, a little wicked at nighttime, but you know how that go. Let's go over to Jacksonville, Florida. They're gonna be in the 80s, drop it down to the 60s. Baby girl, you'll come out doing a Michael Jackson dance out there in Jacksonville. I might catch a flight down there because the weather is beautiful. Time to get that hair did. Baby bro, go to the hair, go get a haircut, shape up. Don't be out here looking all scruffy when the weather is like that. Let's go to see what's going on in Liberia. You got to move the map up. Let's go down to Liberia, Costa Rica. They in the hundreds, and it's raining. Ain't there a rainforest down there? They drop it down to the 70s. I actually been to Costa Rica many a years ago. Beach, black sand. We saw animals. We saw a whale that was dead on the beach. We stayed in the middle of the jungle. But they had plush restaurants, that some of the best food I ever had, and this was like in the late 80s, so shouts to Costa Rica. That is all I have for you today, but don't be mad, I'll be back. Don't worry about it, but before we go, let me explain to you the rules. You gotta stay high, gotta stay dry, and you gotta stay fly. That's usually what I do. You gotta get your drip right, so you don't slip right. You know, I'll catch you next time, same black channel. This is the Drip Report on IFC News. Brought to you by Playmaker. If the plays don't get made, then we don't get paid. Then anything less is uncivilized. I'll catch you next time.
And that's our episode for today, brought to you by Playmaker.
To stay up to date with what's happening around the world and in the culture, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
We'll be reading the comments,
Yes,
y'all.
yes, so comment.
All right, we will be back here for another episode of IFC News. Bye.
Weatherman with that money, I make it rain on 'em. Weatherman with that paper, I make it rain on 'em. I make it rain on 'em. I make it rain